Transforming your life through hypnotherapy has never been easier. With the help of your host, Julie from coachinghypnosis.net, and these power-packed minisodes, you're sure to find yourself engaging in more positive behaviors around both your physical and mental health. Here's your host, Julie.
G'day, it's Julie from coachinghypnosis.net, and you deserve to know the 3 tremendous organise nausea hypnosis tricks for 2022, because people are tired of being friggin' fabulous and feeling meh at the same time. And I'm not a therapist or psychotherapist, but this is my 9th year as a clinical hypnotherapist in strategic psychotherapy. I currently help my clients online. They change their life without changing out of their pajamas. And I can only imagine someone like you with your attention to detail, self-driven energy that wants to live your life on your terms and step up to your full human potential. But nausea is different for everyone. And then there are all the natural home remedies and myths like eat ginger, peppermint, aromatherapy, secret acupuncture points like P6, or have a slice of lemon, control your breathing, use weird spices, or try and relax your muscles. And I don't know if any of that stuff works. But what I do know is hypnotherapy can help control nausea and help prevent digestive problems from occurring while taking medicine. And nausea is different for everyone. There also seems to be a trend with vomit phobia, which is surprisingly common among both children and adults, and it often begins in childhood. But haven't we all experienced drinking too much rum, whiskey, brandy, with too much orange juice or coconut juice, and could no longer drink it anymore? The good news is hypnotherapy has had great success with nausea, and it reminds me of a study titled Hypnosis and Therapy for a Case of Vomiting, Nausea and Pain, published in the American Journal of Clinical Hypnosis. The patient was GI, not G.I. Joe, but had gastrointestinal symptoms. She was a 20-year-old female and was vomiting 6 to 8 times a day. She was in pain and had nausea for 2 years, and of course she had medical interventions for almost the same duration. But her vomiting was stopped within 6 weeks. Her nausea ended in the 7th week. Hypnosis was used during each session, and she's remained symptom-free for 3 years. And then there are studies like hypnosis in the treatment of anticipatory nausea and vomiting in patients receiving cancer chemotherapy. And it's no surprise to anyone that cancer patients can experience these side effects prior to a treatment session, the so-called anticipatory nausea and vomiting. And in this study, all subjects experienced their anticipatory nausea and vomiting disappearing. That's a win-win for everyone. And then there is the fear of vomiting, and the man leading the field is Elliot Wald. Elliot has helped over 100,000 people. His YouTube videos have been seen by over 250,000 people, and over 4 million people have watched him on national television, demonstrating his exceptional skills and extraordinary results. According to Elliot, the fear of being sick is far more prevalent than most people expect. It could be the 5th most common phobia, and out of the hundreds that are medically documented, people can feel extremely uncomfortable around people drinking alcohol. They eat little in public, they sit near a door, they avoid flying, boat travel, public transport. If someone says they're unwell on the phone, they'll often avoid seeing them, and visiting hospitals can fill the vomit phobia sufferer with an overwhelming dread. The very thought of entering or being within such an environment sets alarm bells ringing in the mind, making them believe it's a dangerous place, or they'll fall sick themselves, and then they have to vomit. It can mean some sufferers will ignore other medical conditions or avoid seeking much-needed treatment. So here are the 3 tremendous organise nausea hypnosis tricks for 2022. Trick 1, from a script called Pain Dealing with Phantom or Some Other Pain by Hunter Morrill. Try and see your body as if it were a large area with a series of passages extending from it. Your brain is the control room of this complex. In a moment, you're going to imagine or visualize what's going on in your body. Picture a control room with walls of dials. Now journey down your body from the control room. Perhaps you're using an imaginary elevator to get there, to an area where you think things have been going on. And I don't know if it will be in the throat, the tummy, or somewhere else. But what I do know is you want to see what's going on there. Try and picture what's causing the discomfort, what the nausea part of you is trying to say through the discomfort it's transmitting. what you can do in the control room to stop listening to these signals. Now rate your discomfort on a level on a scale from 1 to 10. Notice what switches in the control room. Control nausea. Find the particular volume control with which you can turn down the nausea. Ask the subconscious mind to negotiate with the nausea part to why in the past it wasn't operating properly. Reach an agreement that will result in a new non-nauseating pattern of sensation. Perfect. 2. Take yourself to a special place. I want you to imagine you're on holiday. You're walking through the grounds of a magnificent hotel where you're staying. As you walk through the grounds, you behold a beautiful garden covered with brightly coloured flowers. You can smell the scent of the flowers, newly mowed grass. Carry on walking through the grass and flowers until you reach a small white footbridge which passes over a stream. You can hear the water as it splashes over the stones, making a rippling sound. The bridge leads from the garden down to the beach beyond. Walk slowly over the bridge, and as you approach the top, pause. Take in the beauty which meets the eye, while the white coral sand stretching as far as the eye can see, meeting up with the warm crystal blue sea, reflecting the skies above with fluffy white clouds dotted around. And once you reach the beach below with its soft, warm sand, stop a while. You can remove your shoes, listen to the sound of the breeze as it blows through the branches of the palm trees. Pause and sit down in the shade of a tree. Lean your back against the bark of the tree as you shield yourself from the rays of the sun. Feel the warmth through your body. Take a deep breath in. Hold it, and let it go. Perfect. And the magic glove, make your tummy numb. Take one of your index fingers now and touch the top of the opposite hand. You might notice an imprint has been left behind on the top of that hand about the size of a small coin. Now I'm curious if you can remember a time when you were freezing cold, really cold. I don't know if you drank an icy cold drink, or you were at the snow, or decided to dive into the cold ocean. Either way, if you can take that cold feeling now and put the coldness in the imprint of your hand that's the size of a small coin. Now bring the level of cold numbers up to the level of 10 out of 10. Make it really cold and numb. Spread the cold feeling to the rest of your hands down your fingers until it's a small numb glove. Test it by pinching it with your other hand. Perfect. Touch your tummy and allow the numbness to absorb into your tummy now. Take a deep, relaxing breath in and allow the numbness to travel from the top of your stomach to the bottom of your pelvis. And you can give yourself permission to indulge in this numbness now. I don't know the last time you got to leave life's baloney out there for you to be here. Perfect. Now, before you take off your magic gloves and walk back to your tummy, allow it to function properly without nausea. You can keep it a tiny bit numb and take off your magic glove. Keep it in your pocket for some other time. So now you know the 3 tremendous organized nausea hypnosis tricks for 2022. So what if you thought about organizing nausea differently? And what if you didn't? The choice is yours.